welcome to another episode of The Deep End. This is our first grill and chill episode. I want to welcome you all. Today we're going to make Bryan's sexy salsa. We do have the Super Bowl coming up this weekend, so this is a great treat to serve while you're watching the big game. So everybody sit back, relax. We do have this on high speed because it is a long process, but this is a awesome salsa. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start slicing up 10 vine-ripe tomatoes. We're going to cut them into 1/4 inch pieces. This is a good thick consistency for your salsa, especially if you like it really thick. If you like it on the thinner side when you're finished, if you want to take an emulsion blender and go ahead and you can chop it up even finer if that's the type of consistency that you like. But I personally like it nice and thick and chunky. So I'm going to go ahead and get through these tomatoes, slice them all up and put them in the bowl there. Make sure you're using a large mixing bowl because it is a lot of product that goes in here. I tend to jar my salsa when I'm finished. It usually lasts me about 8 months as far as consumption goes. It's good for up to 2 years, they say, stored on the shelf if you do it correctly. Next, you're going to go ahead and do 1 yellow pepper into 1/4 inch pieces. I use all these different peppers, mainly for color, and of course they have some great taste. Great flavors pop out of this. So we're going to go ahead and do the yellow pepper here first. Get it chopped up nice and good. And go ahead and put that in the mixing bowl. Go ahead and do my orange pepper. I get all these peppers from the farmer's market. It's a lot cheaper. This whole meal cost me about $30 to make, buying everything at the farmer's market. You're probably looking at $60 to $70 in vegetables if you go to your local grocery store. Plus, it's a lot fresher, tastes a lot better. After that pepper, I'm going to go ahead and get into these green peppers. I'm going to cut up 2 of those. One thing about this salsa is the color that just pops out of it. It looks really good. Go ahead and get in my red pepper. Chop up 1 of those. Now with all the tomatoes, the red pepper, again, that's more for flavor. You got your color with all of your tomatoes there, so that gives you the red color. Now jalapeños, I like to keep the seeds in mind because I like my salsa to be hot. Not everybody's got the same palate that we do, so I tend to throw all the seeds with the peppers. Red onion here is one of my favorites. It gives a terrific flavor, usually that real Mexican taste. And go ahead and chop up a white onion into 1/4 inch pieces as well. Now, you can't see it because my face is off camera, but I am crying my eyes out here. There's a bunch of different tricks to help avoid that. Someone said put bread or dab your eyes with bread. Another person said actually take the onion and put it underneath your eye, like some of the onion juice. None of that seems to work for me, so if you know something that works, just go ahead and leave a comment because I'd love to know how to stop that onion from making me cry. Next, we're going to go ahead and cut up 2 cucumbers into 1/4 inch pieces. Now this gives a nice different texture, or adds to the texture of the salsa. It's really good, and it's surprisingly good taste to it. Next, we're working with 2 bunches of cilantro. This you want to chop up just the leafy parts. You want to chop it up. Don't get too much of the stem in there, but the cilantro is going to give it awesome flavor. Going to mix them up very well. Get a good even consistency with the colors before we go ahead and add all of our other ingredients. We're going to start with a cup of minced garlic. Fresh garlic is always best, of course, but I'm being lazy because I just chopped up all those other vegetables by hand. So I'm going to go ahead and use jarred minced garlic. For all the vegetables, if you want to save yourself some time, you can use a food processor to chop it up. I just find a better consistency when I do it by hand. I've done it both ways, and to get that real nice chunky taste, you're better off doing it by hand because you can control the sizes of your chops. Sometimes those food processors will get away from you and chop it up really fine. So, because I like mine nice and thick and chunky, I do everything by hand, almost everything by hand. All right, so next I'm gonna start off with 1 cup of lime juice. Go ahead and put that in there. We're also gonna use another 1/2 cup later, but I want to get some of this seasoning in here. And we're gonna start with 4 tablespoons of kosher salt. And again, you can kind of salt to taste if you don't like that much salt in yours, but the lime juice really, takes a lot out of it. So next, we're going to put in 4 tablespoons of crushed red pepper. Then 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper. Next, we're going to go ahead and put in 2 tablespoons of black pepper. In case you haven't noticed, there's a lot of peppers in this salsa. That's what makes it so good. Then we're going to go ahead and go with 2 tablespoons of white pepper. And 4 tablespoons of ground cumin. This also helps bring out a lot of the flavors in the salsa. I promise your guests for the Super Bowl are gonna love this salsa. I'm gonna be asking for the recipe, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe this video so that everybody else can enjoy this. At the end here, I'm going to add the other 1/2 cup of lime juice. And as the salsa sits, it's going to become, more watery as the, water drains from the vegetables that you chopped up. And that's okay. Just, give it a good mix whenever you're getting ready to serve it. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up really, really good. I'm going to get all the seasonings you just put in, get them mixed in well with the vegetables so you have a nice, even taste. And that's about it, folks. This is how you make Bryan's sexy salsa. I hope you all enjoy it. Have a great year. You get to, if you jar this up, it'll last you for about 8 months.